Now, India has divulged that the first batch of Indian technical personnel had reached the Maldives, addressing a weekly press briefing in the national capital. MEA spokesperson said that we have had the first batch of technical personnel reach the Maldives, Mali, to replace the existing personnel. The Mohammed Muizzu-led government has formally requested that India withdraws its troops from Mali. The Ministry of External Affairs earlier stated that in its statement that both India and Maldives have agreed on a set of mutually workable solutions to enable the continued operation of Indian aviation platforms that provide humanitarian and Medvic services to the people of Maldives. So that is the latest that is coming in. Of course, it was the earlier deadline that was in fact given out was 10th March. Then it was it was extended to May. But now, of course, we know that the first technical team from India has now arrived in Maldives. So there's, of course, action that is taking place. The process has, in fact, been initiated. In fact, joining us at this point of time is former Vice President and Tourism Minister of Maldives is joining us at this point of time. Mr. Ahmed Adib, good morning and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. I'm going to kickstart by asking you, of course, the Maldivian government had formally requested India to withdraw its troops from Mali. The original deadline was 10th March. Then it was extended to May. But now, of course, India has initiated the process swiftly. The first technical team has arrived in Maldives. To that, what would you like to say? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes.
So, thank you for having me, and I believe that now India has fulfilled a diplomatic promise, which I think President Muizzu requested. So, what I see is that now it's time to reciprocate, and I think the India-Maldives, the conflict, the diplomatic crisis has to end here, and I think government of Maldives should reciprocate it as well.
Right, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, have you seen a sense of reinstatement in Maldivians towards Indians as it is portrayed by President Muizzu?
No, we haven't seen that. I think it was just began as a campaign led by the former President Yamin, and Dr. Muizzu, President Muizzu inherited it after he became the president, and there's even a fallout between President Muizzu and President Yamin. So India Out campaign has never been by the people of Maldives. This has been a politicized campaign by some extreme elements in the current ruling party. So I believe that if there is anything, it has to be sorted out now, because I think India has gone out of its way to solve this problem, and has been very patient with whatever the political, the crisis in Maldives. So I think it's diplomatically, I think the best way forward is make peace and join hands diplomatically with our neighbor and go forward with India-Maldives relationship.
It's absolutely. Do you feel, despite Maldivian president and his ministers resorting to insults, India has been cooperative?
Yeah, I think India has been very patient, very strategic dealing with Maldives, and I really thank Prime Minister Modi and his government for that, and Minister of External Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar as well. But I think still I'm waiting to see the government of Maldives and the ministers should now come out and talk about this. I think it's their achievement as well if they take it in that context of politics. But anyways, I think this has to end now and Maldives has to go forward, because Maldives is going through a rough time. Actually, Maldives has a lot of budget deficit and India has always been very helpful in the past years. And even if you take even the Sri Lankan case, it was India who has solved its problems rather than any other country, and even IMF. So I believe the way forward for Maldives is also together with India negotiate, be more diplomatic, and build more relationships.
Right, so absolutely. Does Maldives consider India to be an important partner, or are you afraid that the status is getting affected?
Yeah, I think it's been affected in recent months with the new government coming in. But I believe that it has to be sorted out. Actually, the Maldives is also going for election for the parliament, and also I think Indian election is also currently ongoing, and it will end in May. Maldives election will also be over by May. So I hope after that everything will settle down, and I think Maldives will also Maldives will also sort out the issues with India and build more relationships. I really hope that this will happen.
So, do you feel Indians can continue to trust Maldives despite everything that has gone through in the past few months?
I think India, I mean, as I earlier said, India has been very patient, and India has uh, India has been way out in trusting and as well as being patient with the new government. But I think this is the end of the line, and I think they have done everything they can. And it's time that we take this opportunity to sort it out. Otherwise, there will be no trust, and otherwise, there will be repercussions as well, which I believe if they go forward with going towards one country only. So I think it's better to balance now and join hands with India as well.
Right, sir. India says it respects your right to sovereignty and hence is supporting the demands. But can you expect the same commitment from China?
I think Maldives government has gone to China, but I don't think they have been able to even secure a budget deficit or kind of a loan to cover the external debts. So I don't think it was successful. And anyways, if you take history last even 20-25 years, it has always been India who has helped us, gone out of the way to help us in times of budget crisis and currency swaps, and in many ways it was India who helped us. And I believe this time also, if the government of Maldives join hands with India, I think it will be India who will sort out our problems.
It's absolutely. So then how do you suggest India and Maldives take their engagements ahead from this point?
As I said, this 2 months, March, April until May, I think the politics will be high. At the both countries going through elections, there'll be campaign rallies and all that. But I think after May, when elections are all done, I think it's time to sit down and have more diplomatic, put politics out of it. And I think we have to be above politics to sort out the national matters uh, and sort out the issues together. I believe there's still chance, and I really hope that President Muizzu will also realize this and take this opportunity to go forward.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.